Never complained about an expert anything small ever again.
Chucked zip ties on as a fan belt replacement.
I'm out. It's over.
We're gonna do a thing. Call it a thing, right? I'm gonna wheel this. Not bad. Thank you, sir.
It's nice.
How's that?
It's like it's more tiring than you think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And very claustrophobic. Yeah, his eyes a bit of dog.
So?
It wouldn't go in the back of the ear.
Wouldn't go in.
I was going to go out and they like made me stop, but these brakes don't really work on it.
No, it doesn't.
So I was like, oh no, it'll be fine. And they were like, no, you really got to stop.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
And it just wouldn't
So I wouldn't go back in here. So I was like, oh, I'm done. And then I went. I'm like, oh fuck. And I'm going again.
sort of psyched myself out of it. I'm like, oh well, we didn't get to go. And then all of a sudden, oh no, you're going.
Nah, look good at it.
It's fine. Just very fucking not fitty. Just very, very, very not.
Did not come from full stop.
And it's like fatiguing because of that already.
Yeah.
Still cool experience though. Very slippery too.
Very slippery out there.
Like, but there's no real like G-force or anything with these things. So.
It's not the usual though, is it?
No, that's not the usual.
Nah. But not dying was a success.
The next day,
Guys, welcome to round 2 of D1NZ. I'm feeling confident but definitely stressed out about this rear end of this car. I don't quite have the wheel speed I need. You know, blowing that diff in the previous round, which you guys watched probably yesterday or the day before, it really is playing on the back of my mind, but hopefully we can get through the day. Keen to get back out there and see if we can land on the podium for the second day in a row. I definitely want to improve on yesterday's, but let's see how we go. Send it.
Ratio, but it shouldn't be as bad. Like, I'm not on limiter for as much as yesterday. Huh? Tires? Yeah. Ling Long. It's more the ratio. It's hard to find good help, isn't it? But yeah, so I ran right on the edge of the track through that whole second zone, like they said. I went to switch back, like I was on lock stops. Like literally on lock stops before I transition. As I go to transition, I'm like, oh, there's a fucking Mustang there. And he's bailed off into the dirt, realizing that I didn't know he was there. He was here. I was like this, and he's come up here. So I've got to switch back, and he's in the way. So he, like, to stop himself getting hit, he fucking bailed off into the dirt. But I'm guessing he's pretty buried. I don't know if I got the line perfect, but felt alright. The run-up's really annoying. Yeah. Super annoying. Fuck, you must have got proper buried, eh?
this program to bring you a special report.
All right, guys, we're a little bit late to the Black Friday sales. They're going to kick them off right now from you guys seeing this video until midnight on the 12th, so you can get it in time for Christmas. But we are doing spend $100 and get 10% off, spend $170 and get 20% off. Discount is automatically added. You don't have to put any fancy codes or anything in. You can grab any of our hats, new patrol stuff, low brain tees, some Thanes Creek stickers, helmet bags, tire gauges, and everything else. And we'll be throwing in extra stickers. Go check out the link right there. Support us, do silly shit, and get some cool threads for yourself. Enjoy, guys.
We are at Jeremy Slamet's car. He didn't have the most luck yesterday. He had some overheating issues, and I also understand he's had some mechanical issues. He's not been able to find a belt overnight.
Nah, so no belt. That's probably, yeah, this is almost like the least, probably the last thing you need to fix up. We did say yesterday after my finals there that if you can't fix it with zip ties specifically or stick tape, it can't be fixed. And we've just gone ahead and chucked zip ties on as a fan belt replacement. Only has to run the water pump and the alternator, so we're hopeful that this will work. We know it has worked on road cars for people to get to their destinations. Whether it works in an 800 horsepower Supra, we'll find out. I guess it's a big, these are pretty cool zip ties actually. They've actually got rubber on them and everything, so super cool, and fingers crossed they'll work. He's trimming them off now, and I think we're about to fire, so see if it works.
Well, as you said, it ain't silly if it works.
Exactly. It's gonna work, I'm telling you.
It's definitely some number 8 wire ingenuity, isn't it, Keske? Applied with a unique New Caledonian flavour by Jeremy Slamet. And is it going to work? If you have just joined us, your eyes are not deceiving you. Those are cable ties being used as a fan belt. I imagine that would basically shred your hand if you put it anywhere near that. And that is trying to function in an 800 horsepower pro level drift car. That is as Kiwi
Number
backyard
8 wire.
mentality
Yeah.
as it comes.
Wow.
Only thing that could make this better is if there was a hole in the radiator and someone popped an egg into it to fill the gap.
There goes one.
There goes one.
Yeah.
And no, it didn't work, Luke. Oh no. philosophical and relaxed, isn't he? True Southern gentleman style.
He is a gentleman. As we look at the next run here by Luke Fink in the lead in the JDM Racing 180SX versus Sam Edinburgh in the V8 VIP S15 here. I think there's a little bit of track surface change here. There's still a lot of smoke here, but I think, like Dan said, it's a bit more slippery. But Sam's doing a very, very good job here in the chase position against Luke.
Just really struggled for angle through the first part of the run in his chase. Just you saw how he had to take a lot of the angle out just to try and hang on to Luke Fink out front. I think, is that the supercharged one? That's the supercharged car?
Yep.
Yeah. It's very, very rapid, sort of 950 to 1,000 horsepower. You see how Sam's had to take a lot of angle out of that car to try and hang on there. I think it's a very good job by Sam up until then. Certainly some of the better driving we've seen from him, just like Dan, looking much more comfortable at home here in Teretonga. But Luke Fink is just so good at what he does. He's always going to deliver you that chaseable run unless the car's misbehaving.
Sitting in the outer zone. What? There's a giant metal bar chain car sitting in the outer zone. The giant metal bar sitting in the outer zone. James's whole back bar sitting in the zone, in the clipping box. Whereabouts? The third zone. On the third zone. Giant metal bar there. Like, what the fuck? No, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, in general.
Are you okay to go back out for second time?
5 seconds. What goes on with that? Fucking giant thing in the middle of the track. Like, I literally shit myself in a huge metal bar.
Okay. So that affected your run? I'll let
Terrible.
you know.
Like, it's like a whole rear back bar. Your whole back bar's out sitting on there, yeah? Bro. Huh? Yeah, but what happens from here? Because I just didn't go to the zone because I'm like, is it a wash and you go again, or is it? Yeah. The diff just let go anyway. The diff just let go anyway. I guarantee that wouldn't have happened if there wasn't a giant fucking piece of metal on the track. I had to like handbrake and then dump the clutch. Like, I'm out. That's it. It's over.
So if you win D1NZ Pro, then you get a toolkit that is full, worth about $8,900. So thank you to 10 Tools for that. We appreciate that prize. As we see the always animated Mr. Fink, the cameras come off. Is Luke getting out of that car? Has he called it a day, or?
Luke Fink's out, blown diff. We're out of diffs. Does that just make you grumpy?
Oh, it is what it is. I was probably more a little bit disappointed about there being a large piece of metal out on the track, so I did have to give the car a massive kick in the guts when I probably normally wouldn't have had to. I think the diff probably would have gone anyway, to be honest with you, but it didn't help. But yeah, couldn't be fixed with zip ties or duct tape this time, so we tried our best. Big shout out to the JDM boys, and get ready for round 3. Hopefully with the S15, the big diff in the we'll have a quick change and all that sort of stuff in there. So yeah, as much as I love this thing, she's a bit tired. She needs a quick change or something, but yeah, otherwise pretty stoked with the weekend. A 3rd yesterday. I think we'll end up with a 9th or 10th today. It is what it is, and push on for the next round.
Looking forward to seeing you throw it at Fugagawi.
Yeah, that's some records I want to break. I want to see how quick it really goes in there because, yeah, I've driven with some of the D1NZ boys in Australia in not a similar corner, but a very fast corner, and I found myself backing off a lot. So I'm pretty excited to be able to go full bore into there.
Big cojones, right?
Absolutely.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Oh, he just can't help himself, can he? He's either the character as Luke Fink, and